In 1995, the state of Florida established its first and only buffer preserve. Since then, the St. Joseph Bay State Buffer Preserve has been protecting the St. Joe Bay and its habitat and creating connections with the community along the way. Today, the Preserve Visitor Center was the hosting spot for the Fall Festival, where several nonprofit organizations gathered to celebrate 30 years of service.
It's a piece of sort of untouched Florida.
In Port St. Joe on State Road 30A is over 5,500 acres of buffer land known as the St. Joseph Bay State Buffer Preserve. A physical and ecological barrier, it helps protect the St. Joe Bay from outside negative impacts.
When the preserve was first bought in 1995, it was just an area of land that no one really understood what the importance was going to be. Once the state took it over, the importance, the mission of the preserve, the word really got out, and now people understand better what the preserve is all about.
But that understanding didn't come overnight. They say the Friends of St. Joe Buffer Preserves, a nonprofit citizen support organization in Port St. Joe, has spent years spearheading the education initiative.
We've really tried to interface the educational piece. We started a series of astronomy nights out here. So we had a local astronomer that came and brought multiple telescopes at night that were out here on the deck. Things like that wouldn't have happened without us. So I'd say we financially support a lot of things, but at the same time, we also work personally on a lot of educational initiatives.
The preserve has guided tram tours, a visitor center with educational exhibits, several trails, and even an observation tower. Trahan says people often mistake the preserve for a state park, and while they may look similar on the surface level, their goals are different.
Here, the emphasis is clearly on preservation, upkeep of the environment, and whereas the parks are much more focused on the human visitation side of things.
He says the Friends Group contribution goes beyond the waters that the buffer protects and into the community of people who will get to enjoy the clean, safe bay because of it.
We've made human connections with people in the community where we've come out and we've shared this. It's sort of linkage to a larger community. So personally, not only great pride in what's done out here, but also it puts us into a network. We feel like we're paying back, giving back to this community. I'm a grandfather, and I honestly feel that I'm making a contribution to what future generations will have that we'll leave behind.
The Friends of St. Joe Buffer Preserve hosts several fundraisers every year. For more information on that, you can visit mypanhandle.com.